Eaters of Light is probably the only proper dud of this series. People like to say Knock Knock, people like to say Thin Ice, they're really good in my opinion. People like to say Empress of Mars. If you heard my last review, I didn't have much to say about it, but it wasn't a bad episode. This is a quite bad episode, okay? I'm not a big fan. The cold open felt weirdly placed, even though it's at the beginning, like, there was no build up to it. It didn't intrigue me. It's just some girl going up to some hill and like putting her ear to the grass to try and hear some music, and then there's a crow that just corks, and then we got the title sequence. It doesn't feel like like most cold opens that take the Daleks in Manhattan two-parter from series 3. That ends with a guy walking around backstage in the complete darkness, and then all of a sudden there's a big pig in his face, like, and then it cuts to the cold opens. That is a tense, cool cold open. They just want to keep watching. A girl going up to some hill and putting her ear to the ground and hearing some music, and then a crow going car, is not enough to make me to make me want to keep watching. Although, quickly skipping to the end of the episode, it is quite clever how Car is the name of the person, and their name lives on through the crows. People think that's silly. I quite like it. I think it's a nice, clever touch. But it's probably the only thing I like about this episode, apart from the end with Missy as well. We'll get there. I think this episode just deals with lack of excitement over everything else. Like, I like Romans. I like the Ninth Legion. I find it alright, but it's not. It doesn't make me excited. I don't want to keep watching. I saw the Next Time trailer. I think I skipped this one on my actual first time watching Series 10 because it just didn't seem interesting enough. It reminded me of The Girl Who Died, which at the time I hated, which at the time, like right now, I love The Girl Who Died. Go and watch The Girl Who Died if you haven't seen it in a while. It's great. No, it just doesn't excite me. This episode is quite boring. A little bit. There is a great bit later on where the guy they call Grandad starts like listening to what Bill has to say, and all the people are like, "Why are you listening to her? Why are you listening to her?" And he's like, "Well, she's the only one saying anything." Because all these people are just there, they're not speaking up, they're not doing anything, they're just following what the true instinct of them is. And Bill comes in with a logical explanation, and Grandad all of a sudden is like, yeah, I agree. I don't know why he's called Grandad, but he's like, yeah, I agree with Bill. Good old Bill. So I like Bill. She's back to character this episode. I don't know if Mark had a problem last week where he just couldn't write Bill properly, but she's back. I like Bill in this episode, and especially when she's getting chatted up by that fellow, and she's like, no, I'm into girls, and he says that he knows someone who's into guys, and this is ages ago. So it just proves, well, I know this isn't real, this is fiction, but come on, guys, there were gay people all those times ago. Can we like move on now and like focus on actual problems in the world? Like Freddo's being up to such high prices, like, dude. The ending was quite emotional. So that's not really the right. It wasn't emotional, but it was quite nice. It was touching. There you go. When they all sacrifice themselves to stop the Doctor going in. Again, the tension wasn't really there. I don't know if the score didn't do it justice, or the writing didn't do it justice, or the set itself didn't do it justice. But it didn't feel like a big and monumental. The Doctor is actually about to go in here. It was kind of predictable that he would get out of it. It wasn't predictable that they would be the ones to sacrifice themselves instead. So that was fun to watch. But yeah, there was something off about it. I don't know. It's a different writer, this, isn't it? And I think she was new to New Who. I don't know if she wrote Classic Who or something like that. But I don't know. Maybe she didn't vibe with the way that the modern Who stories are structured. The Doctor's a bit inconsistent with certain lines. Like, he says at one point, "Stop being brave. I hate brave people." Yet he actively tries to encourage people to be brave like all the time. So I don't understand when people write stuff like this and it just sort of gets like, yeah, that can go in the episode. Like, sometimes there's a motive behind it, and maybe he hates confident brave people, cocky brave people, but he doesn't say that. He just says brave people. And like, there's a whole scene in Listen, which I love so much, where he gets the little boy to be brave, and Clara is brave a lot, and he loves Clara. So I don't understand why that is. Like, I don't know why he says that. Maybe I'm missing something. Let me know in the comments if you know. People do slag this off a little bit too much. Like, it's definitely a bad episode, but it's not like an extremely bad episode, and it isn't boring. The last time I watched this, I fell asleep and I couldn't be bothered to watch it again. But this time round, I was like, I gave it my full attention. There was no phones, no scrolling, no nothing. I just watched the episode. It's fine. It's not a blow me away, friggin' hell, I must tell my family to watch this. But it's not a snooze fest. Like, I actually think I enjoyed it more than Empress of Mars, which is sad because I really enjoyed Empress of Mars last year. So I don't know what changed in the years since, but maybe I developed like a better brain or something. I don't know, but yeah. One of the best scenes is the Doctor and Missy at the end when Missy's like talking about changing and she's crying, and he's like, that's the trouble with hope, it's hard to resist, because he doesn't know whether to trust her or not. He thinks it might be a big game and that she's trying to impress him. And it's just such a good storyline. I love Series 10, it's great. So there you go. That is Eaters of Light. It's decent, it's not bad, it's okay, yeah, I guess it's just fine, isn't it? If you did enjoy the video, drop a like. If you didn't, drop a dislike. The button's there, so absolutely press it if you didn't enjoy the video. Subscribe if you're new with the notification bell on. You get notified every single time I post. And what else have I got to say? I don't know, press the hype button if you're on mobile. There's a button near the comments that says hype, push that. Become a channel member if that's your thing. Leave a super thanks if that's your thing. You get loads of perks, read into it. Thank you for watching, I'll see you later, ta-ra.